To buy Madden 22 coins for the 100% cheapest price on the internet with quick delivery, check out my sponsor MMOEXP by clicking the link at the top of the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Salsa family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 22 video on the channel, and in today's video we have the return of one of my most heavily requested videos on the entire channel. Now today fellas, Mud Team Reviews is back and better than ever for a new season in Madden 22. Now here's how the series works. It's honestly pretty simple. What I do in the videos is I will be reviewing some fan-submitted teams to tell you my favorite players, talk about maybe where you should upgrade, as well as give your team a score out of 10. So what we're going to be doing in the video is we're going to be hopping on over to my Discord server and taking a look at a ton of the teams you guys sent me to let you guys know who I like, who you should upgrade, as well as what your score is out of 10. And two very important things, fellas. If you want your team reviewed live in a video, all you got to do is leave a like on the video down below, 1,000 likes on this video, and I'll do a part 2 to this and go over even more teams. And of course, if you guys are looking to get reviewed, you got to leave a like, and number 2, you got to join my Discord server. I'll leave a link in the description and I'll leave it in the pinned comments. And thing number 2, what I'm going to do at the end of this episode is I'm going to give one of your guys' teams that I reviewed live in the video a free 100,000 coins, whichever one I think needs it most. So whatever team we look at that in my opinion needs the coin the most, will be getting some free coins at the end of this episode. Alrighty fellas, so here is team number 1. I'm hoping all the photos I show you in the video of these teams are all relatively clear, but let's take a look at who he's got on offense right here. Now, Derrick Henry at the QB spot, that is wonderful. Ricky Williams, Deion Sanders, Jerry Jeudy, Vernon Davis. I like those players a lot. Honestly, I'm not seeing a ton of cards I'd want to upgrade other than maybe Tyreek Hill and maybe the offensive line so far, but let's take a look at the defense. Now, swooping on over to the defense right here, fellas. He's got Darnell Savage at free safety. He's got Isaiah Simmons, Cam Chancellor, Justin Simmons. Liking the cornerback group. DK, Cordero, Marlin. The pass rushers look solid. Let's get into the upgrades though that we want to make to this team. Now taking a look at upgrades right here, I honestly don't have any suggestions on offense. I would say you stick with this offense. You don't spend any of those coins there, but on defense, a couple places we can maybe upgrade are going to be pass rusher as well as free safety, potentially strong safety too as well. Now for pass rusher, in my opinion, if you pass rush with maybe Josh Allen, Jalen Phillips, and Jack Youngblood, I would say out of those players, the one you might want to upgrade is going to be Jalen Phillips. So maybe look into some other right outside linebackers. Lawrence Taylor is a solid card when you power him up. There's some other decent right outside backers that are a bit better than Jalen Phillips. I just think he's a little bit outdated right now. And then number 2 at the free safety spot right here, I like how you've got Darnell Savage as kind of a rental. Let's say for example, Darnell stays at 300k, and in the next couple of weeks, maybe someone like Sean Taylor comes down to a similar price as Darnell Savage. If that ends up happening, I think you gotta pull the trigger right there. So I would say personally, keep Darnell for a little bit, and then let's say there's a safety that's got better stats than Darnell Savage that you can get for a very similar price point. I would say you kind of want to pull the trigger right there because Darnell's good, but I think there's players that could be a little bit better. Otherwise, I'm giving this team a 9.1 out of 10. If you had better pass rushers, that'd probably go up to a 9.4 or 9.5. Now, team number 2 right here, checking in at a 92 overall. I hope that a lot of the teams I look at in the video are 91 to 92s. I feel like that's probably most relatable for you guys. So let's take a look at the team. Jalen Hurts at quarterback. He's got Ricky Williams. He's got Terry McLaurin, OBJ at wide receiver, Robert Woods at tight end. This is an interesting offense. Out of these players on offense, I will say I do quite like Jalen Hurts. I do quite like Ricky Williams, Terry McLaurin, and Robert Woods. Otherwise, I'm not a huge fan of Andre Johnson, and I like how you spend more coins on your tackles than your guards. As you can see, Nate Solder's got a 94 there. Joe Tommy's got a 92 there. The interior offensive line, it's a little bit lower overall, but again, that's just not as important. It's much more important to have better tackles. We might try and upgrade those players in the video, but let's take a look at wide receiver first, because Andre Johnson, in my opinion, as well as OBJ, you might try and look to get someone better there. So like I was saying in my video yesterday, I'm a big fan of Terry McLaurin as a 94 overall card. If we're going to try and get a very good bona fide wide receiver 1, what you could maybe do is maybe look to someone like a 95 overall Deion, 95 overall Calvin. I would say both of those cards could be fire on this team. So in my opinion, the offense looks solid. Honestly, if you don't want to upgrade at right guard or left guard, you don't have to, because clearly you know that those two spots could get upgraded, but if you're keeping them at lower overalls because you don't want to spend the coins, that's fine by me as well. I will say tackles are important, but as Madden continues to progress, I'm sure you could probably get a 90 overall guard at left and right guard to improve your overall and just get some better stats for the cheap, because honestly 90s, they are crazy expensive now, so maybe you look to get one of those players right there at one of the 2 guard spots. Now moving right on over to the defense right here. The defense is looking pretty good. I feel like a lot of teams right here, they seem to have a very nice, I would say secondary. As you can see, Richard Sherman, Marlon Humphrey, DK Metcalf, Taylor Mays, Isaiah Simmons, and John Lynch, and that looks pretty good. I'm assuming on this team what you do is you use her with Isaiah Simmons. You got John Lynch out there as well. well. Taking a look at the pass rushers, he's got Von Miller. He's going to have Lawrence Taylor, Montez Sweat, Emmanuel Ogbah, Warren Sapp, and Jonathan Allen. Let's get into some upgrades because I think defense is maybe where you might need to upgrade a little bit more. So yeah, just in terms of upgrades on this defense, I think we're going to probably keep the secondary the same. We're not going to switch around that. What I would say is you might want to upgrade at pass rusher a little bit. Lawrence Taylor is a good card. If you get someone on the other side, that could be really nice as well. I see you got Von Miller right there. There's other solid players you can pick up at pass rusher. Let's say, for example, you want someone who's not crazy expensive. Maybe you go with someone like Khalil Mack if you want to spend a little bit more. Maybe you go with someone like Derek Thomas at left outside backer. So I would say the biggest needs on this team are a new pass rusher and a new receiver. But otherwise, what I'm going to do is I'll give this team, I guess, like an 8.3, an 8.3 out of 10. I think that's a solid rating. Now, next up right here, we got a 94 overall team, and this is a 50 out of 50 Seahawks theme team. I know there's a couple of people in my DMs that are actually big Seahawks fans and do rock with the Seahawks theme team as well. So I'm curious to see how this one is looking right here. So taking a look at the offense right here, fellas, he has DK, he's got Jerry Rice, he's gonna have Devin Hester, Charlie Young, Adrian Peterson. It looks like he also has the Randall Cunningham at quarterback, and Randall Cunningham at quarterback, you don't have Seahawks cam on him. So what I recommend you do is, since you're not using a theme team slot right there on the quarterback, I think you probably got to upgrade Randall. Randall was a good card in Madden. If you're looking to upgrade now, you probably want to go with like Jalen Hurts or Derrick Henry. I see you're rocking with Gunslinger on him, and if you power up either of those two cards, you get Gunslinger on them as well. So I would say on the offense, it looks good. I would say the quarterback is a must. You gotta upgrade a quarterback to get a little bit more relevant at the quarterback spots. And then on the defense right here, fellas, he's got Sean T, he's got Isaiah Simmons, Marlon Humphrey, DK, Richard Sherman. This looks like a pretty fire defense in my opinion. I honestly don't know how many other moves you can make. You got Khalil Mack. If you wanted to, I guess you could upgrade Khalil Mack, and you could put Derek Thomas there as well. One thing I will say is it looks like, are you rocking with, I want to say Miami Dolphins chem on Sue? I'm pretty sure you can put like NFC chem on him, and that'll get you the Seahawks chem as well. I just wanted to zoom in there and see if that was the case, but otherwise, the team's looking good. I honestly don't have too many spots I'd upgrade. It's hard to upgrade a ton. Maybe Jamal Adams, if you don't have it maxed out, you could upgrade that as well. For a Seahawks theme team though, I'm going to probably give this like a 9.6, 9.6, but for just like a team in Madden, I'm going to give this one an 8.9. Only reason why is because those receivers, they aren't incredible, and then obviously you probably want to upgrade the quarterback as well. But again, looking like a good team, and I appreciate the support on the channel. Now, next up right here, we got a 93 overall team, and this man, he honestly might be winning the free coins, because as you guys will see right here, direct your attention to the amount of coins the guy's got. He has 47 coins. I honestly don't think I've ever seen an account that has less than 100 coins. 47 coins for my guy right here. Let's take a look at the team, because this one does look very, very interesting. Now, as you guys will see, it's looking like he's rocking with a Jets theme team. I'm assuming you're up to 50 out of 50, so take a look at these players. We got to keep that in mind as we are looking at these cards. Looking like he's got the Michael Vick at quarterback, AP at running back. I like that AP card. I will say you probably want to switch to Ricky Williams, just because on Ricky Williams, he's cheaper than AP, he's got better stats than AP, and he's got more long-term value, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to switch to Ricky Williams. And then otherwise, taking a look at the line, it's full Jets, which is nice right there. The receivers look pretty nice as well. I don't know if you got the maximum Keyshawn Johnson card. I want to say Keyshawn's max card is maybe higher than like a 93, so you probably want to get him as well as Brandon Marshall at receiver. Jonnu Smith looking pretty solid at tight end. I will say you could upgrade there and not use a theme team slot, so maybe someone like Vernon Davis could be solid on this team. Let's take a look at the defense though. So yeah, taking a look at the defense again, it does kind of upset me that a lot of the players you have on your team are like powered up and then not all the way to their full. Like the card art you're using, it's gotta be tripped out, but he's got Ronnie Lott, he's got Cam Chancellor, not quite maxed out on Cam. Perry Nickerson is a solid card. Jason Taylor, I can't say I see that card on too many teams. Wilbur Marshall up to a 98 overall. Darrell Revis, Ty Law. Let's get into who I think you should be spending your coins on, because it looks like here you got a lot of options. You kind of got a lot of players that are close to getting fully powered up, and you don't have a lot of coins. So let's talk about who we probably want to spend our coins on. So yeah, first thing I would say in my opinion is you want to sell off AP and get Ricky Williams. That is step number one. Step number two, we might want to get the full Keyshawn Johnson card. I might just be sounding silly right now, but I don't think you have full Keyshawn, so I would personally go get full Keyshawn, and that should probably take you a little bit of coins. And after that, what you might want to do is we might want to go get full Ty Law. Full Ty Law on a Jets theme team, that would be wild. Otherwise, there must be another Jets corner you can get. Let me quickly look for you and see if there's someone you can get who's on Jets theme team that would work really well on this team. Well, dang, just taking a look, I think your next best bet is going to be Darrell Revis maxed out. Honestly, what you could do is maybe do a couple more training upgrades for Revis. Otherwise, this is a interesting team to say the least. I'm going to give it, I honestly have no clue what score to give it. I'm probably going to give him maybe like an 8.7, maybe in 8.6. We'll say 8.6 just because some of the card art got me tripped out. Alrighty, now next team to take a look at right here. We got a 94 overall squad. This man has 2 milli in the bank. And let's take a look at who he's got. So he's got Derrick Henry, he's got Michael Vick. Michael Vick can't start playing against too many Mike Vicks. Najee Harris as well. Plaxico Burress, Lynn Swan, Devin Hester. He must be a Gutfox fan because he looks like he does have that 50 out of 50 Steelers theme team right here. Or it might not be 50 out of 50, but it is up there. I would say this offense, it looks pretty good, man, in my opinion. Let's take a look at the defense. So navigating on over to the defense, he's got Richard Sherman, Steven Nelson, Marlon Humphrey, Isaiah Simmons, Troy P, TJ Watt. This is actually a fire team. I'm going to assume this is a 50 out of 50 Steelers team, and it does look pretty nice in my opinion. Wow. So in terms of upgrades right here, I guess just looking at like where you have those non-theme team slots, if possible, if you could maybe go ahead and, I don't know, maybe pick up like someone else as a Steeler so you can get someone other than Mike Vick. I don't know how well Mike Vick runs for you. I don't know if you're at like 51 out of 50 Steelers, but if possible, you could maybe get someone other than Mike Vick. I have heard he fumbles quite a bit, so I don't know how much I love that card right there, but otherwise, this team looks very good, man. Like, there's not too many holes on this team. Good users, good corner, good pass rushers. It's really all there. I'm going to give this team, let's say, like a 9.4 out of 10. Looking pretty good. I would say running back could get upgraded. There's probably some other better receivers, but this is looking like a nice team. So yeah, this recording has lasted quite a bit of time. I don't know how long this video is going to end up being, but I think that is going to do it. So whoever it was that posted that second to last team with 47 coins, what I'm going to do is I'll message you on Discord, or you can message me on Discord, and I'll get you those 300k. Again, if you do want to be reviewed in another video, I want to quickly apologize to this guy who has been asking for like 25 straight videos. I had no clue where his team won that he posted in the Discord, but I might have to give him like a little personal team review. But otherwise, that's going to do it for me. If you do want another episode to this, leave a like down below. 1,000 likes and we will do another video. Join the Discord because that is where I look at to review these teams. And until next time, boys, I am out. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.